Welcome to today's video where we'll be diving into Good to Great by Jim Collins. This book is packed with invaluable lessons on how companies can transition from being good to truly great and sustain that greatness over time. If you're an entrepreneur or someone looking to take your business to the next level, you'll find these insights particularly helpful. Before we dive into the takeaways, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more valuable content. Let's get started. Takeaway 1. Level 5 Leadership. At the heart of what makes great companies successful is Level 5 leadership. These leaders combine extreme personal humility with intense professional will. They are not focused on personal recognition or glory, but instead on the long-term success of the company. They make tough decisions, lead with integrity, and are willing to do whatever it takes to ensure the company's greatness. Real-life example A. Darwin Smith, CEO of Kimberly-Clark, led the company through a difficult transformation, including shutting down paper mills and focusing solely on consumer products. His humility and dedication to the company's success helped Kimberly-Clark become a leader in its industry. Real-life example B. Alan Wurtzel, CEO of Circuit City, made difficult decisions for the company, including making bold moves to improve customer service. He focused on the long-term health of the company rather than seeking the limelight for himself. To put this into action, as a leader, focus on putting the company's interests above your own. Make decisions based on long-term success, even when they are tough or unpopular. Lead with humility and work tirelessly to create a culture that values teamwork and collective success. Takeaway 2, first who, then what. Great companies focus first on getting the right people on board before deciding on the exact strategy or direction. It's not just about having the right ideas, but the right people in the right roles to make those ideas a reality. Once you have the right team, the strategy and direction become easier to figure out. Real-life example A. Bill Gates prioritized hiring the best engineers and building a strong team at Microsoft. He understood that the people around him would ultimately shape the company's success, so he focused on getting the best talent in place. Real-life example B. Southwest Airlines focused on hiring people who fit the company culture. They believed that the right team members would naturally lead to success, so they invested heavily in finding the best cultural fit before focusing on strategy. To put this into action, when starting or growing your business, focus on getting the right people in place first. Identify individuals who align with your company values, have the right skills, and can contribute to your vision. Once you have the right team, the strategy will follow naturally. Takeaway 3. Confront the brutal facts, yet never lose faith. Great companies do not shy away from the brutal facts of their current reality. They are brutally honest with themselves about their challenges, weaknesses, and the obstacles in their path. However, this doesn't mean they lose faith. Despite facing harsh realities, they maintain unwavering belief in their ability to succeed. Real-life example A. Kroger faced stiff competition from big box retailers and high operational costs. Instead of ignoring these issues, they confronted them head-on. The leadership team made difficult decisions to streamline operations and refocus on their core strengths, which helped them emerge stronger in the long run. Real-life example B. Nucor Steel faced significant challenges in the steel industry, including low margins and stiff competition. By confronting these brutal facts and rethinking their entire manufacturing process, they turned their fortunes around and became one of the most profitable steel companies in the world. To put this into action, don't ignore problems or shy away from uncomfortable truths. Confront challenges head-on and focus on finding solutions. Keep a positive mindset, but stay realistic and make decisions based on the facts, not wishful thinking. Takeaway 4, the Hedgehog Concept. The Hedgehog Concept is about finding the one thing that your company can be the best at in the world It's the intersection of what you're deeply passionate about, what you can be the best at, and what drives your economic engine. Once you find this sweet spot, it becomes the focus of everything you do. Real life example A, Walgreens focused on the idea of convenience. They became the leader in convenient, easily accessible retail locations by narrowing their focus and ensuring that all of their strategies aligned with this core concept. Real life example B, Circuit City recognized that their competitive advantage lay in offering superior customer service. They focused all their efforts on delivering an exceptional shopping experience, which helped them stand out in the crowded electronics market. To put this into action, identify the intersection of passion, proficiency, and profitability in your business. What can you do better than anyone else? What drives your economic engine? Once you pinpoint your Hedgehog concept, align all your strategies, decisions, and operations around it to build lasting success. Takeaway 5, culture of discipline. Great companies build a culture of discipline. This doesn't just mean a strict work ethic, but having disciplined people who are aligned with the company's goals and values. These companies give employees the freedom to make decisions within a clear framework and hold them accountable. This disciplined approach ensures consistent results and long-term success. Real-life example A, Nucor Steel has a culture of discipline where employees are empowered to make decisions, but they do so within a system that values accountability and results. This structure has been key to their success in a highly competitive industry. Real-life example B, the leadership at Pfizer built a disciplined culture around its research and development processes. They focused on core therapeutic areas and maintained a rigorous approach to innovation, which helped them grow into a leading global pharmaceutical company. To put this into action, start building a culture of discipline by aligning your team with the core values and goals of your company. Give your employees the freedom to make decisions, but set clear expectations and hold them accountable. This will ensure your business can perform at a high level consistently. Takeaway 6, technology accelerators. While technology is important, great companies don't rely solely on it to drive change. Instead, they use technology as an accelerator to help them achieve their goals faster. Technology should enhance the company's existing strengths and vision, but it should never be the primary driver of success. Real-life example A, Walgreens used technology to enhance their customer service and streamline operations, but they didn't allow tech to drive the company's mission. Their focus remained on convenience and proximity to customers. Real-life example B, Wells Fargo used technology to improve their banking services, but their core focus was always on customer relationships. Technology supported this goal, but it didn't overshadow the company's core values. To put this into action, when integrating technology into your business, focus on how it can accelerate your current strategies. Don't get caught up in the latest tech trends. Instead, ensure that technology complements your existing strengths and helps you achieve your long-term vision more effectively. Takeaway 7, the flywheel effect. Success doesn't happen overnight. Great companies create momentum over time through consistent effort. The flywheel effect refers to how small, consistent actions build up to create a powerful momentum that drives long-term success. It's about making the right moves, then watching them compound as you gain traction. Real-life example A, the success of Nucor Steel is a perfect example of the flywheel effect. They focused on small, incremental improvements in efficiency and cost management. These actions compounded over time and helped them become the most profitable steel company. Real-life example B, Walmart built its success through consistent efforts to improve customer service, operational efficiency, and product availability. These efforts compounded over time, giving them massive market share and setting them apart from competitors. To put this into action, identify key actions in your business that, when performed consistently, will build momentum over time. Focus on making small improvements every day. The key to the flywheel effect is consistency and patience. As you continue to improve, the results will start to compound and drive long-term growth. Takeaway 8, a culture of innovation and creativity. While discipline is necessary, great companies also foster a culture of innovation and creativity. These companies encourage new ideas, embrace change, and empower their employees to think outside the box. Creativity isn't just for the product team. It's about creating an environment where innovation is part of the DNA of the organization. Real-life example, A3M's culture of innovation led to the creation of the Post-it note, one of the most iconic products of the 20th century. They empowered employees to spend 15% of their time on personal projects, leading to creative breakthroughs. Real-life example B, Apple under Steve Jobs, was known for encouraging innovation at all levels of the company. This culture of creativity led to groundbreaking products like the iPhone, which reshaped entire industries. To put this into action, foster a culture of innovation in your business by encouraging new ideas and giving employees the space to experiment. Reward creative thinking and make sure that innovation is woven into your company's values. Provide the freedom to experiment and take calculated risks, knowing that failure can be a valuable part of the learning process. Takeaway 9, the doom loop versus the flywheel. The doom loop refers to companies that struggle with constant changes in direction and management, leading to stagnation. In contrast, companies that make the leap from good to great enter a flywheel effect, where momentum builds through consistent effort and decision-making. The key difference is that companies in the doom loop are reactive, while those in the flywheel effect are proactive and focused on steady, deliberate actions. Real-life example A, companies stuck in the doom loop often make decisions based on short-term results, frequently changing strategies or leadership without clear direction. This lack of consistency leads to poor performance and stagnation. Real-life example B, in contrast, companies like Intel avoid the doom loop by maintaining a clear vision and focusing on incremental improvements. Each small success builds momentum, pushing the company forward and creating a flywheel effect. To put this into action, avoid jumping from one strategy to another based on immediate results or pressure. Instead, focus on building consistent, steady progress. Align your team around a long-term vision, make decisions with that vision in mind, and be patient as momentum builds. The flywheel effect will eventually take over. Takeaway 10, leadership transition and sustainability. The ability to transition leadership smoothly is critical for the long-term success of any organization. Great companies don't rely solely on one leader to ensure their success. They build systems that can sustain the business through leadership transitions. A successful leadership transition allows the company to maintain its focus on core values and principles, ensuring that it continues to thrive long after the original leadership is gone. Real-life example A, when Andy Grove transitioned leadership at Intel, he ensured that the company's core values and vision stayed intact. The company continued to thrive under new leadership because the principles that made it great were well established. Real-life example B, Kimberly-Clark's leadership transition also demonstrated the importance of sustainability. The leadership team focused on continuity and maintaining the company's culture, which allowed them to continue innovating and growing even after leadership changes. To put this into action, plan for leadership transitions by developing a strong pipeline of leaders who are aligned with the company's values and vision. Create a culture that supports continuity so the company can continue to grow and thrive even as leadership changes. This ensures long-term success and stability for the business. That wraps up our overview of Good to Great by Jim Collins. To recap, we discussed the importance of level 5 leadership, focusing on getting the right people before deciding the direction, and confronting brutal facts while maintaining faith in your success. We also covered the Hedgehog Concept, building a culture of discipline and using technology as an accelerator. Additionally, we explored how small, consistent actions can create momentum through the flywheel effect and how fostering innovation is essential for long-term growth. Lastly, we highlighted the importance of leadership transitions and sustainability for maintaining greatness. Now, what's next? Start by evaluating your business or career. Are you focusing on getting the right people in the right roles? Are you confronting the brutal facts of your situation, no matter how challenging? Take time to identify your company's core strengths and begin aligning all your strategies and actions around them. Remember, consistent, small efforts will compound over time, and always stay true to your long-term vision. I'd love to hear from you. What's the biggest challenge you're currently facing in your business or career? What action are you planning to take based on today's takeaways? Let me know in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.